Hello and welcome to Fairly Unbalanced with Mike Tallon. Like many of you, I just watched the January 6th committee wrap up their final hearing with referrals to the Justice Department, and it was glorious. First, an observation on the nature of referrals to the Justice Department. In the end, the Congress making referrals to the Justice Department has about as much impact as me screaming at my television while watching a Syracuse University basketball game and saying that Gerard really should be feeding Jesse Edwards down low more. It's a good idea, but Coach Boeheim and the team aren't listening to me. I'm just a crazy person shouting at the TV. Kind of similar with this committee. The Justice Department is not going to listen to what they say because it's the Congress. They need to maintain their independence, and honestly, in the end, it's right and proper that they do so. The charges that they put up against Trump and Eastman and others, some of them, in my opinion, from my perspective, are going to be a reach. I think that the insurrection charge, well, it's pretty obvious in an anecdotal sense that that the Orange Blossom Special, the Phantom of Mar-a-Lago, is guilty as sin. Might be hard to actually get a jury to decide that against a former president. Same with two of the other charges, but there's one that surprised me and I think really might stick. And it's the conspiracy to make false statements. I did not see the form of this coming. They're not hanging it on false statements to the committee directly. What they're hanging it on is the creation of the false slates of electors. There were documents that were created that by 7 different states in a clearly coordinated effort run by the White House and with a line of communication that goes from the center on out. I think you start with Eastman and you move out. That directed these different states to simply create a false document. And this is what lawyers consider to be a paper case. We have the paper. We have the signatures. We have the messages between the people who signed the papers and the people who gave the orders for them to sign the papers, the people in Washington. This will go at least as high as the inner circle of Trump's White House. And once those people start looking at potential time in jail, significant periods of their life in jail, then you might actually get some people to break this nonsense about executive privilege. Or, as Raskin noted at the end, there is reason to violate that executive privilege anyway because of the crime fraud exception, and you can compel Eastman's testimony against Trump. We'll see what's going to happen, but that to me was the most interesting part of today. The other charges are going to get the media attention, but the one that's got the sharpest barb, that's going to stick into the softest, blubberiest flesh of Donald Trump and his interior circle of milquetoast minions is going to be that conspiracy to make false statements charge, and I look forward to that barb sinking into the flesh and becoming all infected and goopy, and we can all enjoy this glorious destruction that will take place over the next couple of months. Or that is my hope. It is from my perspective and in my opinion, as always. And thank you for watching these. Like, subscribe, fondle, wiggle, touch, whatever you want. And love to you all, unless you're a fascist.